everyone, and welcome back inside of Destiny, or not Destiny, what the fuck? Welcome back to Fallout. Fallout 4, that is. And we will be continuing our playthrough here, or excuse me, our walkthrough. We are going to make a trip uh, to a farm outside of the Red Rocket truck stop. And real quick, I noticed that my hotkeys were a little jacked up, so we're going to fix that. It's 4:39 p.m., so we're going to sleep for about 14 hours, just to give us that well-rested bonus. And as you can tell, I really don't play this game at night a whole lot. I mean, I might once a little bit later or during certain situations, but I rather try to avoid it so I can kind of see what's coming, especially on higher difficulties. You can you can run into some trouble, and if you can't see what's coming and they get the drop on you, odds are your ass is gonna die. And that's just kind of the way it works. Okay, here's Red Rock Truck Stop. As you see, there's all our mole rat buddies. They're down for the count. You're going to want to come around to the back, and you're going to want to head to the southwest. You can see that little, what kind of looks like a tractor over some fields. That is where we're going to want to go. Okay. Now, you see this water tower. There's a couple of bloat flies back up there that you can take on if you like. I am going to opt out of doing that, as they're a little higher level than the ones that we originally took on back in Sanctuary. And frankly, they're a pain in the ass for not a whole lot of experience and nothing really good to offer. So you're going to want to jump down in sneak mode, you grab that mute fruit, kind of hug the tree line here. As you can see, there's one of them, there's way back, and the other one is kind of down here. But there's a couple of things. There's mute fruit up here along the way, and then up at this water tower, there's a first aid box with a stim pack and a blood pack, and 3 cans of purified water, which is really good. Kind of fall back here to the brush. And as long as you kind of work your way to the outside, there he is right there. As long as you kind of work your way to the outside, there's only 2 of them. They won't be the wiser. And as you can see, there's a hub flower up here. We definitely want to get that. We'll take some more mute fruit while we're at it. A couple of potatoes, blossoms. Ooh, a steamer trunk. 45 rounds, bottle caps, pipe revolver rifle. That's kind of not that great, but either way, I think we needed a left leg piece. And it's got a welded mod on it. And we'll look at that here once we level up. We'll get into that a little bit more. Check on our buddies, make sure they're just still sitting tight. Okay. And there is Abernathy Farm. Come out of sneak mode, put the guns away. Um, Seem a little friendlier when you don't come out there with, guns drawn. And grab all these potatoes.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, Blake, whatever. A couple of things we're going to have to go over here before we leave.
Not the most exciting subject for now.
And one is Lucy. We're going to go talk to Lucy here in a minute, but First, we want to come back and we want to grab all these melons. Blake, we don't want to talk to you. And we'll talk to Connie here first.
New here? Well, if you've got anything worth trading, you can talk to me.
Yeah, all right.
We can barter. Let's see. Do I have a right arm? No, I do not. Let's see. How close are we to leveling up? Oh, we're a ways away. I think I'm going to hold out on buying that because we'll probably acquire it here in one of our next adventures. Something I got planned. Turn around. We'll
Hey.
talk to
Here
Lucy.
for work? We could use some help picking melons if you've got some spare time. I'll give you caps for any you can bring me.
Did you say caps?
You're always going to want to go
How
with the
about I
caps
wrap it?
option.
Yeah, like bottle caps? And because it's money? At least it is here in the Commonwealth.
Go with the question again.
You guys pay for things with bottle caps? What happened to dollars and cents?
That old stuff? Not too useful these days. Unless you're looking to stock up your outhouse.
Okay, now when it comes to this, you're going to want to go with the question again. How many caps?
What are you paying?
3 caps per melon. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
And again, this is one of the charisma checks. As long as your charisma is 1 or above, you can get more, or you have a chance to get more. I've never seen it where it turns you down on this one either.
Make it 5. Deal?
Deal. But let's keep it between the two of us. The last thing I want is another lecture from my mom.
Okay, and now that we have that straightened out, we're going to tell you she has an unlimited amount of caps. So what we're going to do later is build a melon farm. And we are going to use that to get rich, basically. And it's going to make things and life a lot easier as far as buying gear from vendors, because a lot of the legendary and more expensive gear, for those of you who have played it, and for those of you that haven't, I'll just throw it out there, is expensive as fuck. You might as well think it would be made of gold. Okay, where'd Blake Abernathy go? We want to go talk to him. And again, you can completely skip talking to Blake, and there's a reason why, and I'll explain
Damn
after
raiders.
after the
There's
dialogue.
nothing they won't try to take from you, including your life.
Hey there.
Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
Farming's hard work.
Won't argue with that. Blake Abernathy, you new to the Commonwealth?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
I'm sure I'll give it a try someday.
Well, good luck to you then. Maybe I'll see you at the Diamond City Market someday and we'll do a swap. Word of advice though, if you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Okay, now this is where things kind of switch up. You're going to want to go with the Raiders question.
Raiders. The name alone says something.
You really are new. The name's only the tip of the iceberg. They're well armed, take what they want, and kill whoever gets in their way. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
Okay, we're going to stick with the
What
questions
happened to
here.
the Minutemen?
Don't rightly know. I suppose they just went on to other things. The raiders are certainly making the most of the opportunity. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Okay. Now, we're going to ask the question. We're not going to accept this quest. I'll explain why here in a minute. Let's go for where are they?
Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, pretty sure I do. One of them mentioned Olivia while they were here. My guess is they're holed up in that old USAF station.
Okay, and apparently that accepts the quest. Um, so we'll go to the map here and we'll check it out. If you end up accepting or completing this quest, and we definitely are going to go to the USAF station here at some point soon. But however, in doing so, if you grab that locket and you turn it back into Lake Abernathy, you cannot sell melons to Lucy. So we are not going to do that quest. I don't even think there's a way to kind of dismiss it or anything like that. So yeah, the point is don't do it. It's because Lucy has an unlimited supply of caps. You can bring down her 200 melons, and she'll give you 1,000 caps. So you definitely don't want to lose that. Making money is a lot harder without this perk. Just buying and selling junk, especially dealing with vendors who only have a certain supply of caps, which can make this rather shitty ordeal and a long process to boot. So what we're gonna do before we leave is go into sneak mode and creep in the house here. There's some things we want to grab. Close the door. Take the hot plate. The Abraxo cleaner. We'll take the potato. We'll take the glass. Yeah, the door's shut. You really don't want to stim pack. Purified water we definitely want. Okay, there's bags of fertilizer. You definitely want these. Don't need the ball peen hammer. This beer, very good to grab. Make sure you get it. We're going to be needing that later. Potted meat sells really well. Empty milk bottle really isn't worth much. Metal bucket we don't need. Aluminum can, always grab that. Make sure you get the turpentine. Duffel bag here. Loot that. Shotgun shells, very useful. Fusion cells, we're going to need those here in a bit. Beer bottle we don't need. Cigarette carton. And cigarettes, the rest of the stuff. I'll take the oil can too. The rest of that stuff can stay. And these gas canisters we want. I believe that's everything from in here. Oh, never mind. Found a foot locker. Definitely want those too. Some 38 rounds, we'll take that. Now, it is worth noting that if you get caught stealing, these people will turn hostile towards you, in which case you can kill them and loot everything, but there goes your melon crop funding once that happens. So let's fast travel back home. And that gives us a good jump off point too. We can come a couple of different ways heading down to Concord. which we will cover in the next video. My bad, I kind of had a brain fart there. We'll be we're going to we're going to get rid of some things. As far as armor goes, we're going to want to keep our leather armor. That is going to be important. Obviously, we're using a Raider left arm. We don't have any leather to supplement it. So the leather left leg, as you can see, is better than this modded Raider armor for the left leg. So we're going to store that. Blood pack, the beer, the hub flower, instant mash. Melons we'll store because we're going to use those later. Potted meat we don't need. Purified water all can go in. And the Tato we don't need. Tato flour and the mute fruit. Okay. Um, we'll store the pipe rifle. We're not going to use that. And we'll keep the Molotovs. Alright, and that's it. So, with that, we're going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you right back here for more Fallout 4 when we travel down to Concord. And thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Later.